Okay. Campaign. Let's do this. I would like to welcome you all to Faerun. The year is 1561 DR, or Del Reckoning. Faerun is a continent shaped by empires, gods, and catastrophe. It bears the marks of countless ages laid across its lands. From fallen kingdoms whose roads still carry travellers, to ruins so old their names have been worn smooth by time and use. Some of the most dramatic of these upheavals reshape the world itself, from the rise and fall of Netheril to the chaos of the Spell Plague. History here has a habit of leaving its mark on the land, carving scars that redirect rivers, break cities apart, and divide the continent into the regions people still call home today. At the centre of the continent lie the Heartlands, a broad web of fertile plains, river valleys, and trade roads, where barges crowd the waterways, caravans converge at crossroads cities, and power flows steadily along routes travelled for centuries. Within the Heartlands lie the Dalelands, scattered communities bound by shared history and hard-won independence. Here, ancient forests press close to farms and villages, standing stones watch over quiet roads, and forgotten ruins are a familiar part of the landscape rather than distant curiosities. To the south stretch the lands of Kalamshan, a region of heat and wealth, where sun-baked cities rise from the dust. Ancient traditions endure, and commerce, culture, and old influence shape daily life as strongly as the desert winds. Far to the north, the spine of the world rises into the sky, a vast wall of jagged peaks and frozen passes that marks the edge of the known world. Here, winters are long, distances are brutal, and settlements cling to the valleys and mountain roads, where stone holds against snow and survival depends on cooperation, endurance, and respect for the wilderness that never truly retreats. Trade and travel bind all these lands together. Caravans creaking along ancient highways, river barges heavy with grain, timber, and rumour, and travellers who learn quickly which roads are watched, which are safe, and which are best avoided. Our focus turns westward, to where the continent meets the Sea of Swords. Here lies the Swords Coast, a long broken stretch of shoreline stitched together by ports, cliffs, and harbours. Storms roll in hard from the sea, fog swallows the road without warning, and the wild presses close enough that even the greatest cities remain alert behind walls and watchtowers. At the heart of the coast's influence stands Baldur's Gate, a city of high stone walls, crowded streets, and ceaseless trade, where ambition moves as quickly as coin, and power is exercised through contracts, favours, and quiet understanding, rather than proclamation. Beyond Baldur's Gate, the road follows colder waters north. Settlements grow further apart. Old watchtowers stand on wind-scored ridgelines. Help arrives slower, and communities learn to rely on themselves long before they rely on the wider world. Farther still stands Neverwinter, a city that has been tested and chosen to remain. Years ago, Mount Hotanu erupted without warning, tearing through districts, collapsing streets, and leaving scars that are still visible in the stone and memory alike. Whole neighbourhoods were lost, others were rebuilt in haste, some were never reclaimed at all. In the years that followed, Dagult Neverember took power and set about reshaping the city, restoring walls, reopening trade, and pulling Neverwinter back from the edge through ambition, wealth, and sheer force of will. His rule left the city stronger, wealthier, and deeply changed, even after his influence faded. Today, Neverwinter is a city of contrasts. Black stone walls rise solid and deliberate along the river gorge. Warm water still steams through the Neverwinter River, even on cold Alchuriac nights, a reminder of the volcanic forces that still churn beneath the city. Forges burn day and night, ships crowd the harbour, and new districts press up against ruins that have yet to be cleared. Some citizens remember the fire, some remember the rebuilding, others know only the city as it is now, busy, guarded, hopeful, and uneasy in equal measure. Neverwinter is known for opportunity, for resilience, for believing that rebuilding is always worth the cost. Here, just outside those fortified walls of Neverwinter, is where our story begins. So, where we left off. As a collective group, you had all individually taken a quick extermination job. 100 gold pieces split between you to get rid of a problem. As you made your way outside of Neverwinter to the newly emerging Frontier District, you made your way to the Alchemist's Anchorage, a new restaurant owned by one Elro Flitterwick. Upon meeting the party and Mr. Flitterwick, he gave you some details about the job. Please exterminate the crabs from the cellar that appeared through a newfound hole. Please ensure that the root of the infestation does not create more problems. So you headed into the dark, and discovered that Mr. Flitterwick hadn't been entirely clear about all the details. It wasn't just a crab infestation, it was a giant crab infestation. And as a group, you fought against the crabs, some of you being quite badly injured in the process. You then took time to heal and refresh before heading in to the newfound hole and what lies beyond. You traverse the old, dusty, dingy hallways and corridors, finding an old arcane trap that, through certain collaborations, you were able to escape without harm. You then were faced by 2 doors, and despite attempts to do your best to open the locked door, you all collectively decided that it'd be best to go to the unlocked door. Beyond the unlocked door, you found a room with a well, housing 3 giant centipedes, and after a battle with them, one of you found 50 gold's worth of ornate plates, and one of you found a key that they quickly tested on the locked door from before. It's as the door started to creak open that we had our break. And where we pick up now. So, Etrigan, you open the door. It creaks with age. Beyond the door lies a library of sorts. 2 bookcase shelves stand tall in the centre of the room. Tables line areas of the wall and corners of the room. Books are on the floor. In the bookshelves, certain glass bottles line up on the table alongside different books. And what your mind is pretty much immediately drawn to is a burning smell. Not fire burning, but burning. Obviously, you made a direct beeline straight for this door to open it, whilst other people were still in the room with the well. Would you head in immediately, or would you at least wait for the others to compose themselves and be ready to enter with you?
I would head in.
Lovely.
I'll head in as well.
That's me. Head in, yes.
Cool. So, in all fairness, the 2 of you weren't specifically doing anything at the moment in time, so when he leaves, I assumed that it would make sense that you would follow suit, though Etrigan makes no attempt to wait, which is fine. As you enter the room first, is there anything that you wish to do, Etrigan?
I do wish to have my sword out at the ready.
Lovely, that's fine.
And kind of similar to what I was trying to do with the rotting smell. I want to go closer to where this apparent burning is.
Okay. I don't think there needs to be a specific check for this because I believe it's easy. Like there's no degree of failure. You take a step into the room, and almost immediately in front of you, you notice a puddle on the floor. And this puddle is green.
I'm gonna take a little bit, I'm gonna kind of put my sword on my shoulder, kneel down, take a little bit on my fingers.
Cool.
Does that kind of give an indication of its consistency?
Yes. I will say this. Please, could you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Oh God.
Oh, I need to have the VTT open so I can see your rolls, don't I?
Oh dear.
7.
7.
Yeah.
7 is a failure.
Sorry, did you say 6?
Nope. Okay, that
Oh.
is an extra DC on the giant acid spider. I hope
Oh.
that you're happy.
I'm sorry, what? What? Molly, I will cut off your hands.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, Molly.
I did nothing. There's
No.
Millie, I
no
will cut off your hands.
Etrigan.
enough to make a 6/7 rush.
Given that the ability I had and the damage it was meant to do was based upon an attack, whereas this is an optional dipping of fingers, I will treat each die roll as a 1. As I can imagine that there's a very big difference between dipping a finger and being like bombarded by this liquid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you take 2 points of acid damage.
Right, okay. So, I kind of just like recoil, like my hand, like kind of recoil, like from like just like touching the stuff. It's like scheisse. Rubs it on rubs it like against like something like a bit of like leather on his clothing.
The leather
And then
sizzles faintly.
Yeah.
And it gives off a faint burning smell. Not fire burning, but burning.
But burning, yeah. So I kind of just like look at my arm, like where I rubbed it, and I start to look around,
Cool.
and I'm going to start slowly backing up, back towards the door.
That's fine. It's then at that moment in time I will make the assumption that both Tim Blake and Callistra would follow suit, and after your brief scan, those two would be just outside the door, because obviously you've not stepped in enough to let really people pass. But Lyra and Emberly would be able to peer into the door, and they would probably see this go down.
Yeah.
I see all, bitch.
Is there any form of discussion or brief planning that you believe any of your characters would do before taking full advantage of the space in this room?
I'm still heading back towards the door, aren't I? I haven't moved that far in.
Yeah, well, at this point, realistically, you can't head out. Like, we'll assume that both Emberly and Lyra are now within, like, in the doorway. You are in the room, but like you are like you're very much you're up against where the door would be.
I'm kind of just gonna like try and like I'm gonna like look behind me, and I'm kind of clock eyes with Emberly. I'm gonna go.
Well, I've still got the torch.
Yes, it was for clarity. It was assumed that obviously because your AC includes a shield, I've just made the assumption that whenever you've rolled initiative, you've sort of placed it on the floor where you were, because in both combats you haven't actually moved.
Okay, cool.
So.
We are not alone in here. Don't
What's
touch
this?
the green stuff.
Why is this not loading?
What is it you're trying to?
Trying to get.
If it's the virtual tabletop, it's not active right now.
It's not active, right?
No, it's just look at the cameras of
Sorry.
everyone else. When we roll for initiative, that's when I put the table up. For example, as there was no reason to roll initiative in the mosaic corridor, the VTT was never used there. Like, only if a map would be beneficial for the sake of everyone will there be one.
Okay.
As maps take time and energy to create.
Okay.
That brings us
Sorry.
to the sponsors of today's episode, Chepeku Maps. That's CZEPEQU. They are no
One
joke.
day.
No joke. They're actually really good at maps. So Mel, if you don't use Chepeku, feel free. There's loads on there, and they're great. Carry on.
Chepeku.
Chepeku.
Send me the link to it.
I absolutely
Send me the
will.
link to it.
Absolutely will.
Actually, put the link down below for those who want to listen and
Yeah.
want to see what we're working with as well here.
And use code Lethchauntos for 5% off.
Can we call this series Dungeons and Dickheads?
I thought it was
Real.
I thought it was drugs and dragons.
Well, I personally like the term dimwits and dickheads.
Dungeons
It's always
and
good to be a double D.
Gonna be me.
Because my first I like, we're getting sidetracked and it's absolutely fine because that's how D&D works. So my first D&D group chat was actually called Dimwits and Dickheads, and then I liked that so much that last year I had the other D&D chat be called Dipshits and Dickmongers. So we could do with like some
So
new.
what are we?
Well, you are right now. You're Echoes of Lethchauntos, as that is the name of the campaign. However,
Mel is done genders and pronouns. That's our
okay. Okay, so we have.
Right.
Let's bring it back now. So.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Ding dongs.
little gay headphones.
So last thing that happened, Etrigan said we aren't alone in here, and I believe Tim Blake asked a question about that fact.
Etrigan, what do you mean? What was that substance you touched?
Acid. It was acid.
What do you mean by we're not alone?
All I'll say is this. I'm not sure of much. If you're going to come into this room, do so quietly and very slowly.
And I like walk in and look around and just.
Yeah, I'll allow it. So I'll assume that we are all like somewhere in the room now. I've sort of the VTT open, but not active, so you can't view it. Just so I have a visual guide of where you guys are.
Tim Blake Justinson has become very codependent on. Oh, it's going to take me a few sessions to get names.
You got this. You got this.
On Callistra, he's become somewhat codependent because she was nice to him once, and he's going to follow suit behind her quite closely.
Cool, that's fine.
I'm gonna follow.
In that case, you know what? Would Callistra, as you are actively searching, would you like to make a
Use wisely.
Perception check for us? And I'm aware that you aren't the best at that. I will.
Roll the 2.
That's a sorry, was that a did you say 2?
I got 2, yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's a 4 minus 2. So it wasn't a
4
2 minus
minus
2. Yeah. With a 2, we'll use your passive perception at 8.
Thank you. That's not much better.
At this point, you've just noticed the puddle that everyone's been talking about.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows it's there, but you've only just clocked it. You're still
I'll be like,
you're a
so
few
I'm gonna
you're a
just
few
go,
sessions
oh
behind.
man, what's that green puddle?
Oh, bless you, Clarissa.
Touch it.
So, for the sake of having a visual, I will now put the VTT on so that you can all see it. However, you are not rolling for initiative just yet,
I want to.
as there is no reason why a turn order is beneficial in this circumstance. So,
Guys, I'm such a chef.
are you enjoying your food?
Oh my god, my rice is so good, man. It's like one of the best things I've ever made.
Where'd you get the where's the recipe
Satisfied.
from?
Skip.
Where did I what?
Where's the recipe from?
I made it myself. I'm just a chef, man.
Cool.
Counted them myself.
So, can you all see the VTT now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wasted so much hydrochloride.
I have a question for you, Callum. I'm going to send it over to you.
That is absolutely fine.
What's the
I
question?
can't.
There's
I'm not
some
gonna tell you
canoodling going on over here.
Is it text?
I can.
Canoodling. Website.
I like that we're at a point where like all the questions are private because everyone has like secrets and stuff.
I think that's clever.
And to answer your question, yes, you can.
Noted. Anyways, carry on.
Proceed.
Sorry, it's just the thought of this whole situation that you've just described. It's really fucking funny to me.
Girls giggling in the back. Would you like to share it with the rest of the group, please?
I'm afraid that I cannot.
No.
Legally.
No. Right.
Legally,
Well,
you can.
I think
All
that's
in
the
good time, my dear.
So, is there anything you guys would like to do?
I think now that gone.
I'm still looking at the green.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Oh, shiny!
Shiny!
Well, not the
Tim
guy,
is gonna walk
not
over
the
to the
copyright
table
strike,
next to
not
him.
the copyright strike.
Just bleep it.
You think I've
Yeah, I can provide the bleep if you want the voiceover. Bleep.
Bleep.
Bloop, bleep, bloop.
wow?
Alright, I'm gonna walk over to the table closest to me.
Yeah. For clarity, it should be a bit more clear, because obviously my map design's not exactly ideal. In the centre of the rooms, though they look like tables, because it's 2D and depth's not great, those two are actually bookshelves that are like 10 feet tall.
Oh, cool.
But obviously they have books on top of them, hence why they look like tables. If you look at the wood design, it's slightly different to that of the table on the left. That's how you can tell. No, they are 10 foot.
Doubt my eyes.
Yeah, they are 10 foot tall bookcases, and then
Like I am.
walk over to the bookcase nearest to me.
lovely. Yep. It's a bookcase. What would you like? Is there anything in particular like you're hoping to achieve from said bookcase?
Can I roll investigation on the books to see if there's anything that stands out?
Cool. Yeah, so just make an investigation check for me about the bookcase in general. See if there's any clues that you can discern from it. That's a natural one. Nothing bad happens. I'll describe it this way. You go to pick out a book, and it's so old and withered that it basically falls apart in your hands.
Oh dear.
So even though it's a natural one and it's meant to be the worst outcome, I'll just reveal the information that would have been given due to any interaction. Whatever's in this bookcase that you're examining, and potentially the other one, can be assumed, but to be sure, you can check. There's nothing in this bookcase that appears to be salvageable. Whatever's gone on in this room and time has rendered most of these texts incomprehensible.
Okay.
Like, I know you just went like, oh, I know you just like went like, oh dear, like at the fact that like this book just kind of like fell apart in your hand. I'm just going like, hey, and you kind of just see
the
like
book
that. You
falling
kind of,
apart in his hand is like the worst thing that could happen to Tim Blake. And that one was very apt.
Fucking nerd.
We're playing D&D.
I'm gonna move back further into the room now that I've actually got company in here.
Yeah. You're happy to
I'm gonna
not.
actually
You're happy that you
move-
don't die alone.
I'm gonna move further around to the corner, and I'm gonna have a look on this table here.
I'll have a look.
We'll have a look, won't we?
Have a look.
On that
Oh.
table, it's just scrawlings of notes.
Yeah, I'll probably make my
there's-
way around as well.
Yeah, there's no
I'm
treasure.
gonna make my way round.
There's no treasure to speak of. But I will say, I'll ask it this way. So Etrigan makes he turns the corner, and he peers over the table. When he starts walking, Emberly and Callistra, are you just going to sort of like follow him like it's like a queue? Or are you going to sort of like wait for him to turn the corner and then go where he went?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
The second he sort of like turned the corner and then carried on walking, that's when I'll then follow.
Okay.
Because he's going around the
I just
corner,
don't-
I would then follow
Yeah.
to make sure that he's not fully round a corner.
Yeah, we're not in initiative, but I will sort of still try and keep a run of things in my head in terms of like how it plays out. So we'll say this. As you interact with the table, Mel,
Right.
with your passive perception and your location, you hear a faint droplet on the floor behind you.
Right. I'm gonna turn around.
Yes?
I'm gonna.
On the floor is a small green drop.
Right. Tell you what I'm gonna do then. Very slowly, I'm gonna put my weapon. I'm gonna put my sword back in its scabbard.
Yep.
I'm gonna reach for my hand crossbow.
Given that it's
I'm gonna look.
slowly, I can move these people. Yep.
Slowly, I'm gonna look up, and then I'm gonna see if I can try and see where that drop came from.
As
With it, like,
you look up to the source of the drop, you see it.
Oh no. Oh!
Jason.
On the ceiling is a giant spider. Its veins glow green, the same sickly toxic green as the puddles and the droplet. You can see quite clearly the droplet came dripping from its fangs. You stare at it, it stares back.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
Roll for initiative.
I'm not friends right now. Ooh, okay.
Right, I've got mine.
Okay, so Callistra 5,
Yep.
Etrigan 14, Lyra 18.
That me.
Embley and Tim Blake, have you guys got initiative rolls for me?
Yeah, I got 2.
14.
She's got 2.
I've got 14.
I'll take your 2, but I haven't seen it. Yeah. Alex.
I rolled it on the thing.
Yeah, it's not come through, so just make sure it's definitely rolled to DM and not self, because obviously you've refreshed everything.
Everything's rolled
Oh.
to DM for me.
Have you got mine, Callum?
I haven't. I just got that 11 that you had there, Alex.
Yeah, so I don't know why you didn't get the 2.
Cool, that's fine. Since it's so, is that 4 minus 2 or 2 minus 2?
4 minus 2.
Cool. I'll take your word for it. As it is, it is worse. So I'll assume that you're being honest.
Yeah.
I haven't got any of yours yet, Lily. So do you wanna just give us another roll? Make sure it's definitely to DM.
It's not letting me play just to DM. Oh wait, it's a 21.
Is it definitely the initiative roll and not just a box
Yeah.
standard roll?
It says initiative with the +4.
That is correct. Do you wanna hold it down and see if that helps?
It's not letting me give the option for some reason.
Cool.
Let me reset.
Don't just do it to everyone.
Yeah, that's it to everyone.
Ignore the 10. Sorry, ignore the 10.
That's fine.
It did it to everyone. Did anyone else see that, or was it?
No.
Right. Well, there goes a 21, which was actually a really good one. I'm
Might
reloading.
sound like a stupid question, but I know that Emberly is in two campaigns. Is it definitely the Emberly that's in this campaign and not the one-shot campaign?
Oh, now it's doing it. It just wasn't giving me the option. I'll go again.
Okay, cool.
Great. I really wish I didn't do that because that was a shit roll.
It's an 8 and it's legal. Cool. That's just be how the dice rolls, I'm afraid. Cool. As I'm taking Lily's 8, as a party, I'll give you all the choice, but I'll give Alex pretty much like veto. Do you want me to take Alex's 11, as that's the first one that I was able to see as the DM within the campaign?
I'm not bothered.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I'm going to be completely honest.
I don't mind which one you take.
Cool. In that case, I'll have it as the 2. Why not?
Yeah.
Cool.
Jack,
any-
remember you still got your my shield of faith.
I know, good.
For as long as you are still concentrating.
I am concentrated.
Are you
Always. I'm always locked in.
concentrated?
It's like a cordial, concentrated.
I don't want to sound it.
Orange cordial. Yum yum yum. Okay. Right. Okay.
Don't say
So
that.
the reason why I gave you the option of having the 11 is it doesn't make much difference because the spider is still going first.
Yeah.
Natural 20, baby.
Of course.
I'm a spider.
And it will straight away make its melting web attack on you, Etrigan. So let's quickly write down the. So that is a 19 to hit.
Ooh. Just hits.
Just hits indeed.
Rain.
No. You. Let's see. I just have to. So you are now restrained,
Mm-hmm.
Kinky.
and you take
Yeah.
5 points of acid damage.
Right, okay.
And at the. Actually, I'll check the wording on it and see if you can, because I have the escape DC here. I'm just curious about whether it's made. If you can make it right now, or if you have to wait until the start of your next turn to do it.
Yeah.
You just get the wording of it because it is a special ability that recharges. Actually, has it recharged? As an action, the restrained target can make a DC strength check to burst the web. Okay.
As an action.
As an action, yes, I'm afraid.
Right, okay, yeah. Got you. That's fine.
Cool.
No problem for that.
And just so you are aware,
Thanks.
as it is an acidic web that you are webbed up in, you will take 1d6 acid damage at the start of the acid spider's next turn should you remain still in there.
Right, got you.
Cool. That's fine. So that is the giant acid spider's turn.
Hello.
Lyra, you are up.
From where I'm stood, Callum, can I see the spider, or do I need to move?
I will get the ruler out. You know what, let's put you in the square that you should be in there, and let's get the ruler. Have you got? I believe the bookshelf means that you just about miss it. So, you can see it, but you have not got a clear shot. So if you were to make a ranged spell attack, it would be half cover.
I was told the dead looking.
Told the dead should be fine.
Wonderful. I'm gonna do told the dead then.
Whoever's drawing, can you please not? As well. Thank you.
Really?
It's a 14 with saving throw.
14. Was it
Oh,
wisdom saving throw? Cool. That is a 12. So that is 1d8 damage.
Yeah, because it's not taking any hit points.
Has
yet.
not taken any damage.
So that- 5 damage.
Lovely.
Should have
Thank you.
come through.
It has, absolutely. There we go. So
Good.
I
Oh, that's the end of my turn.
There we go. Lovely, that's come up now. So, end of your turn. Delicious. Etrigan, you are up
Right,
and you are restrained.
right. I'm gonna make that strength saving throw to is it saving throw, yeah?
Yep, strength save.
Yep. I'm gonna make that strength save to get out of my web. And this is 21.
21 is absolutely fine. You use your action and you are able just to completely your arms are down by your side, but like you're able to sort of stretch your arms out and just sort of ping the shards of web sort of hit different areas of the bookcase, and these just start to sizzle against some of the leather over there. So that was your action. Have you got a bonus action?
I have a bonus action that I'm going to use. I'm going to use one use of my second wind.
Lovely. Second wind heals you, doesn't it?
Yes.
Does it give you another ability, or is that later?
That's later. That's action surge later.
That's lovely. Cool. In that case, that's fine. So roll that. Just for clarity, it says on my character sheet here, it says that you're on 12 out of 14.
I have updated it to 7.
7, cool. Yes, because of the 5. That makes sense. Cool.
Yeah, I have updated it to 7. I have rolled 9 plus 1, 10, which
Yep,
you should
see that.
see.
So
and
all the
then
way back
I
up to
know
top.
Yeah.
That's good with
Okay.
me. Cool. So that marks your turn. Emberly,
Yep, that's me done.
you are up. Callistra on deck.
right. Okay, I am gonna. Oh, not do that. Give me a sec. I'm gonna switch it up with Toll of the Dead.
Cool.
I
Same
can get
thing.
this up.
Yep. So that's wisdom
Yep.
saving throw.
Is it?
Yes. As you've come into this room straight away, and because last time out you did not actually get to really benefit from your innate sorcery, I'm making the assumption that the innate sorcery is still up for the next 4 rounds. Just so you're aware.
Splendid.
So
Yes, that's absolutely fine.
So your spell save DC is
Yes.
is 15 for this.
Oh, okay. So how do I roll for this one?
If it's a saving throw, you don't roll it. The person who you cast it at does, because An attack roll is you trying to attack them. A spell save is them trying to avoid you. So in
Okay.
this case, I will roll the DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
That is a natural 2, so
Yeah.
please roll 1d12.
Great. It's not what I want. How do I know which one's D12?
I believe it says.
Yeah,
If not,
on the-
it's the one that's under the 20.
The one under the T20.
Okay.
It says on custom.
Dungeon.
10. Nice.
Did that do good?
So, yep. So you watch as you channel this dark energy within you, and you are able to sort of unleash it in a burst channel directly at the giant spider, and you watch as part of its limbs, all its nice spidery legs, they sort of shrink a little bit and like parts flake off as it starts to decay.
Lovely. Yippee.
There we go. I assume that's the end of your turn.
Yes, it is. Thank you very much.
Cool. Callistra, you are up. Tim Blake on deck.
Okay, so quick question. If my mage armor is at will,
Yes.
it doesn't burn a spell slot, so I can still use a spell slot, yes?
For clarity, your mage armor is currently on.
Ah, okay.
That's why your AC is 13.
Nope, 15, if I've
Oh.
got it on.
Oh, has it been? Sorry, I thought it should have been on this entire time. I apologise.
Yeah, I took it off because I didn't like actively cast it. I didn't know whether it was just automatically. I would have automatically done it. It's fine.
That's fine. I don't think that's made a difference to anything, has it? Because nothing's hit you yet.
No, nothing's hit me, so it's
Cool.
fine.
I made the assumption that obviously, because it lasts 8 hours and you get one for use a day, that you would have cast it in
Do
terms
it
of
when I go
preparation for this job.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
assumed
that's fine.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fine.
So then I'm gonna use my bonus action first.
Cool. Yeah.
To cast Hex.
Yes. As this is the first time
which-
Hex is being used and it's a leveled spell, would you like care to
Yes.
describe it to the table?
Yes. So basically, I just kind of stand here, moving my hands around a little bit, with my eyes shut, just muttering some like words, not really intelligible words. And this like dark cloud appears in my hand. And then I just sort of push it out, and then this creature is now at disadvantage on ability checks, which I'm going to choose Wisdom.
Yep.
So the creature has disadvantage on ability checks made with any Wisdom checks, and until the spell ends, I deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target. The spell lasts an hour.
Cool. Lovely.
And it just works.
Lovely. So that is your one packed slot
It
for the day.
is.
Done.
Yeah. And then with that, I'm then going to do my trusty Eldritch Blast with my action.
And that is absolutely okay. So please roll the attack damage there.
No, it would be to hit, and it's an 8.
Sadly, an 8 doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But
it's now disadvantage.
Yes. Just given the wordings of it, Hex, because it lasts for so long, is made against ability checks. I don't think saving throws come into that, as saving throws
Oh.
are technically different to ability checks. However, as you have used your pack slot, and it's the first, and it's like your only spell that you can cast, and it's the first session,
If
I
you do
will
it with just one.
I will extend it to saving throws for this, because
Yeah.
I'm not entirely too sure if. I think the wording means that it doesn't, but I'm
classifies
not
now.
entirely sure if it counts or not. But I'll be generous, and it's always cooler for your things to be cooler. So
Mhm.
if at a different session I don't count it for saving throws, that's because that's why.
Yeah, that's fine.
But no, I'm all good with that. But anyway, because you spent most of your focus trying to cast it and making sure that that got off right, you
Yeah.
completely left your actual attack to the gutter, and you just didn't really form enough, and it just spattered away.
Yeah.
Lovely. So that marks the end of your turn. Tim Blake, you are up.
Okay, can I ask a quick question?
You absolutely can ask a question.
You can move diagonally, and that counts as your 5 feet, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Cool. So I'm gonna move here.
1 second. So you're 5, 10,
25 feet. It
5,
is.
10. I do have a slight variation on the rules, just because I'm kind about being nice about diagonal being 5 and not getting
Yeah.
Pythagoras out. So I just the way that I do it. If you go diagonally between two creatures,
Yeah.
I count it as difficult terrain, and that specific 5 feet is 10 feet.
That would still be 30 feet.
It would still be 30, so it's still fine. I'm just being clear about my rulings and things.
Okay. And then I will use Firebolt on the creature.
That is absolutely fine.
Does a 21 hit?
21 absolutely hits. Please roll for damage.
Oh, cock and bollocks, 4.
4 is fine. Lovely. So I assume that's your turn.
Yeah.
Cool. So in that case, we are back up to the top of the round. Mel, as you aren't restrained, you did not take any damage and you're good. But it is the spider's turn, and the spider, the way that certain abilities work, if an ability has a recharge, like for example a dragon, they can't use their breath weapon every single time. They have to recharge it. And this spider, his web attack that got Mel, also recharges. And whenever I use the ability, I have to roll a d6, and if in this case I roll a 5 or a 6, the ability recharges and the spider can do it again. I rolled a 5.
No.
Tim Blake, as you are the last person to attack the creature, it will make the attack on you. So, Melting Web. Does an 8 hit? A singular 8. 8 does not hit. So, a mixture of the firebolt coming in and doing damage to the spider, it wasn't able to concentrate well enough, and the web sort of unfurls as it goes in air, and just the ground around you starts to sizzle as all the webs just fall to the floor. And that is its turn. Lyra, you are up. Etrigan on deck.
I am going to do Toll the Dead again, because I like it.
That's fine.
Jeez.
So that is a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage because of Amy's hex.
Thank you, Amy.
A 17 and a 6. So that is a failure. So that is 1d12 damage.
That's one what? Sorry?
1d12 necrotic damage.
Oh, stun? Never mind, less stun. 2!
Just 2. I mean, damage is damage. But so that was your action, bonus action. I don't think you have one. Clerics just naturally don't at low levels.
Shite.
Lovely. Etrigan, you are up. Emberly on deck.
Right. Okay. We're gonna put the hand crossbow away. We're gonna put the hand crossbow away. I'm gonna get the sword out. We're gonna go up to it.
I will clarify, as it's not entirely. The spider has never dropped down.
Oh.
It's still on the roof, 20 feet in the air.
Right. Okay.
For clarity, just its melting web has not recharged after that go. On its next turn,
Right.
it will drop down.
Right. Well, in that case,
It's just
ignore me.
as it's had ranged attacks that it can do, it has stayed out of melee range.
Ignore me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fire a shot from my hand crossbow at it.
That's fine. Yeah, that's completely fine. Yes, obviously, 2D maps, the one weakness is the third dimension.
14.
And
14 just hits.
we do not recommend.
Okay, and I'm going to roll the damage. That is a whopping 5, and it is also vexed.
Yes, and the Vex weapon
Which
mastery states...
Does you have advantage on your next attack roll against that creature before the end of your next turn.
Yes, but does it specify that you have to use the same vexed weapon?
No, it
Cool.
just says attack roll.
It just says the same creature. That's fine. So
It just
5
says attack roll on
damage,
the same
and you have advantage on your next attack against it. Cool, lovely.
Yeah, it's been vexed and
Just
hexed.
give me that shot turn. And Amy, to answer your question, by using the bookshelf, yes. Anything else, no.
Okay.
So that is the end of your turn, Mel. Emberly, you are up. Callistra on deck.
Quick question. Because the spider is still above.
Yep.
I'm shooting above. Do I need to move because I might hit?
I will say, given
Justin.
the angle and my ability to view things in a three-dimensional plane, take a step back and you are fine.
Mm-hmm. Like that.
Yeah. Just if you have a quick look, you can see that there's a very faint grid outline on.
Yeah, there is.
On the thing. Try and stay within the squares.
Like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go like there.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm gonna do.
Actually, I'm
Firebolt.
going to put you here.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
move me.
That's fine. Yep. So
Okay.
roll for
I'm gonna
damage
Firebolt it.
and
then-
I will add 1 because you're an innate sorcery.
Thank you. Da, 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 da. That was shit.
12 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Didn't think it
You are
did.
able to launch off this motor fire from your hand, but there's just too much in the way and too much going on. It doesn't strike true. It basically hits the creature's outer shell and doesn't really do any damage at all. Like, it hits the creature and the creature notices you, but it does no damage. I think impacts the creature's better than hit, because that's hit's technically a term. I assume that's the end of your turn, Emberly?
Yes.
With that, Callistra, you are up. Tim Blake on deck.
I'm gonna be really stupid. And I'm gonna scale the bookcase.
Yep. So, just to be clear about the dimensions. So, 5 feet to get to the bookcase. 5 feet, 10 feet to get on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because of the way that the squares line up, you can be here at 20 feet. And as the creature is large, it's 10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet. So it's 10 feet off the ground.
Yep.
So that means that now that you are in this 10-foot tall bookcase, it's basically it's 1 square up from you. So that it's basically the square next to you if you view it in a 3-dimensional plane rather than the 2D that the map's on.
Yes, yeah. So how tall is the bookcase?
The bookcase
Am I able?
is...
Am I on
yeah.
top of it?
Yeah. The bookcase
Or
is
do
10...
I need to?
Yeah. The bookcase is 10 feet tall. You yourself are 5 foot tall.
Okay, so
This
I can get.
acid
I can be on top
spider,
of it.
as it's 10 foot tall as well, and it's attached to a 20 foot high room, means that from its base, it's 10 foot off the ground.
Okay.
So you are equal footing to it.
Okay. Having just literally just climbed up this bookcase. As I get myself up onto the top of the bookcase, I'm not even gonna. So I'm used to not being able to have my hands available.
So because you've climbed up this bookcase and your hands are basically covered in dust and soot and everything, they're just too icky to get involved. Is that what you're trying to say?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I just bite the spider. Can I do that? Can I just bite the spider?
So are you just...
Amy,
Hands.
One second. So
Right.
are you...
Use my hands.
So
Can I
because
just
you do not want to use your hands, you are resorting to biting it.
Yes.
in the legs, which has all the venom and the acid.
Yeah, it's
Well,
an acid spider.
It's an acid spider. But the acid is from within. I guess technically its abilities that it have are vile bite and melting web, both of which come from inside, so I can make the assumption that the bite itself, the acid is stored within the spider, it does not excrete it. Meaning that and given the fact that any melee attack against the creature, it does not state does acid damage, I think it's okay. Let me just figure out what on earth a bite what an actual bite would be to you.
Unarmed strike?
It would...
I was thinking unarmed strike, surely.
It would be an unarmed strike, so...
Unarmed strike, but piercing.
Yeah. So, could you please... Oh wait, because you have an ability about unarmed strikes, it would be 1d4 plus dex. Oh no, wait, it'd be 1d... I think it's con for you because of the way that everything works out, because your character's quite weird. So can you...
Just a bit.
Is it just roll with my proficiency to hit?
Yeah. So yeah, so make an unarmed strike, and then you would deal 1d4 plus 4.
Okay. 13.
Thir 13. I'm afraid just misses.
She like jumps up, gnashes her teeth, but just doesn't hit anything.
Like, there's nothing that I, as the DM, can do to make this hit with the 13. However, if anyone would like to use a luck point, I'm definitely not against it, because I think this thing's really funny.
I think it's funny that she just gnashes at it.
Yeah, obviously, Emberly and Etrigan, you are well within your right to save your luck points for yourself. However, it's the only resource that I think is here right now that means this unarmed strike can...
Do you know what?
You want to do it?
You know what? For shits and giggles, I will loan one.
Yeah.
I will loan
Just because I only have one left.
What about if I miss again?
So what?
I'll loan one.
And we've got another 2 to give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for, and because you've been so nice handing out your handing out your luck point for this, you have got heroic inspiration, Mel, for being kind and caring, and for letting it go for the bit, and that's essentially a luck point but in a different texture.
Essentially.
So
I'm scared now. What about if it doesn't work?
Well, it's at advantage.
We'll find out.
So please.
Find out.
Please roll to DM.
Yeah.
Please roll to DM your second one.
Okay.
Oh, he was fair.
There you go. It's better. 13 plus 2. 13 plus 2 is 15. Therefore, it hits.
Oh.
So please
Bite the spider.
Please do 1d4 plus 4 plus 1d6 because of the hex.
What?
So
Okay.
it's 1d4 plus 4 because of the way that her like unarmed strike ability comes in, and I'm gonna count bite as it. I don't care. It's funny. And then also because the creature is hexed, you get 1d6 extra damage to your attacks against it.
So 1d4.
1d4,
3 plus
3.
4.
7. Plus
6.
1d6, 6. So that's 13 bite damage. Once again, so it's piercing for the bite, and then it's hex, which is psychic damage, or does it not specify damage on
And
hex?
necrotic.
Necrotic.
Necrotic. So it's a necrotic bite.
Yeah.
You know what? Just because of the hex, I'll just make it all necrotic damage. It doesn't make a difference, but we'll just say that it's all necrotic damage. Just because it's funnier that way. The bite's so powerful with the hex, it's just all necrotic damage. That's funny. So that's fine. Does it specify the choice? That's cool. Given that you are currently at full health, I will assume that strengthen is what goes on. So you again.
Yes.
Piss. So yes, that would be 7. 7 bonus. Lovely. Make a note of plus 7.
Yep.
So with that, the creature takes 13 damage. It's now at this moment, it is bloodied.
Yeah.
And
Huzzah.
when bloodied, this creature goes into a second phase.
Oh,
God, it's Jack Mellon's bosses all over again.
As it's
I love the second phase.
Yes. As
Fucking know it.
it takes this bite, it lets out a sort of like type sound. And
What the?
off its turn, it drops to the floor. Ready for vengeance.
Great.
Great.
I mean, she's on the bloody bookcase now, so she's fine.
Bite. It can climb. I'll assume that's the end of your turn, because I think you've done enough.
Yeah.
I'll say
my
that you steady yourself on the bookcase. For all intents and purposes, you are here, but we'll place you here so you're visually satisfying. Tim Blake, you are up.
I am going to. See, you've changed my idea now.
Well, it's on the floor, so.
Yeah. Okay. Tim Blake is going to take his great axe.
Yep.
And slam it down onto the creature. Does a nat 20 hit?
A nat 20 absolutely does hit. Please roll a d12 for me.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. My guy, you are blessed on the dice tonight.
23.
That we do damage. That would be very, very, very good damage. However, we roll natural 20 slightly differently. So, could you please roll a d12 for me so we can do the natural
Okay.
20, like actual thing. And then I'll take the first damage dice, which was a 10, and we'll assume that it's 14 damage plus 3. So what does a 3 do? Your strike radiates confidence like a shockwave. Allies stand taller, steadier, ready to follow your lead. Choose one ally within 30 feet, which is everyone except Molly. So choose anyone. That ally gains 2d4 temporary hit points and advantage on their next saving throw or attack roll, their choice. So you do... So pick someone to give 2d4 temporary hit points to, and then they also get to choose advantage on the next attack roll or saving throw.
Etrigan.
Etrigan, cool. So, Alex, would you like to roll 2d4 for us?
I would. I'd love to.
Because since you're given the hit points, we'll let you roll for it.
So that's a 3
3.
and a 2.
2, cool. So, Mel, that's 5 temporary hit points. Also, for clarity, when rolling stuff like that, so 2d4, I believe you can press the 2d4. You can press the d4 twice, and it rolls two of them.
Yeah, it does.
Rather than having to wait.
It does! I didn't know that.
Yes, but rather than having to wait for it to roll once and then once again.
Yeah.
Right, I've added those on.
Yeah, so Mel, keep an eye on the fact that you have advantage on your next attack roll or saving throw.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I've got it anyway
Lovely.
because of Vex, but yeah.
Yes. In that case, saving throw, which might be important because it is the giant spider's go. It has dropped to the floor off its turn. With a vengeance. It will, first of all, walk up to Timblake, and it will make a vile bite attack.
Yeah.
That is a 16 to hit.
It does not hit.
Does not hit. It will then, as it missed, it will, as it's gone to bite you, it will make a spider slash. With one of its 8 legs, it will go to make a slashing attack against Etrigan. I'll move it here. There you go.
Yeah.
So, Etrigan.
12
to hit.
Misses.
Misses. Lovely. There is no...
Misses. Yeah.
No damage there. So that's its go, simply put.
No, great.
Lyra, you are up. Etrigan on deck.
Okay. Can I ask, does anyone need any healing? Does anyone need anything?
I'm on 3.
I'm on 7, but yeah.
I'm on 19.
You shout out to the room and you get back 2 calls. One from Emberly, one from Timblake Justinson.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Emberly just because I know she's on less hit points than you.
Wait, now I can't be a bitch to you anymore. Jeez.
Okay, do you want me to heal Justinson then?
No, please heal me. I'll be nice.
Yeah, please.
I'll put it this way.
I'll buy you rum.
I have to touch Bet. Right, hold on.
Cure Wounds is a touch spell, and you are 35 feet away from Emberly.
Bet.
And you are,
Okay.
given the fact that you have to tiptoe around that acid puddle, you are even further from Timblake.
I'll heal after the battle. I'll just attack right now.
Yeah.
Because I have spare the dying.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, if you wanted to, you can take your turn to dash, meaning that you are then within contact of them all for the next turn. Or you can
Rerun.
I guess, like, realistically, if you walk, the furthest distance you can get does not really give you line of sight on the acid spider. Or you can choose to walk and tiptoe around the acid puddle, end up over here, with line of sight on the spider enough to make an attack, but then in order to get, you can't then get in touching distance of them without having to bypass the spider anyway. So, in my personal opinion, I think dashing is the best course of actions that allows you to do things next time round.
Okay, I'll dash
Come to
then.
me.
Cool. With that,
Oh,
you now have 60 feet of movement, so you can get pretty much anywhere within. Because that's 35, that's 40.
Yeah.
Cool, that's fine. So bonus action of which you do not have, sadly.
Nope.
Cool. With that, that is your turn. Etrigan, you are up. Emberly on deck.
Right. So, after seeing the absolute spectacular sight that was that nat 20, Etrigan is going to put his hand crossbow into his little holder.
Mhm.
He's going to whip out his greatsword because he's thought to himself, right,
Yep.
be able to get a good hit on this guy now. He's off key, and I'm going to go for a good large slash, and I'm going to use my Vex advantage for that.
That's fine. So you have advantage on this, and we will assume that your advantage on your next saving throw, whenever that should be, is what's been given to you by Tim Blake's natural 20.
Yes. That is a 23 to hit.
23 to hit does hit. Please roll for damage.
$13.
13. Nice. The creature is still holding out. And I assume that's your go? As you've already second-winded?
Yes, it is.
Cool. Emberly,
Yes.
you are up. Callisto on deck.
I am. Wait, can I climb as well?
No.
No. Fine. In that case, I'm gonna move.
For clarity, you would have to make a skill check to climb. However,
hang on,
Callistra, because of one of her background abilities, has a climbing speed.
In that case, I'm just gonna move here. No, because am I still gonna hit them?
There is a chance that you hit them. It's only a 10% chance, and given the fact that it's 10% chance to hit either of them, and I would make you roll the dice to determine which one you hit anyway, it's only 5% each.
I'm just gonna do it then. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do Sorcerer's Burst. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do Toll of the Dead.
Toll of the Dead would not hit them.
Can I do Toll of the Dead then?
You can. Boring.
What? I don't want to.
I know.
Yeah,
Toll the Dead.
Disadvantage on it, right?
Yes, it is. Disadvantage.
Oh,
So-
then Toll of the Dead.
11's the lowest. 11 fails. Please roll 1d12.
1d12, 1d12, 1d. Ooh, One Direction.
Why?
Well, that
you
was
like
shit.
this?
Was that just a flat 1?
No, it was an 8 on the 1d12. Which is good.
That's good.
You said One Direction, and I thought it was a 1.
1d12.
'Cause we're ending your turn with that.
Oh.
You get no cool narration.
no,
Callistra,
what
you
did I
are
do
up.
to him?
Tim Blake on deck.
Did I not do anything to him? Did I
Okay.
serenade him 1d12?
As I'm now on the
Uh-huh.
base, I've steadied myself.
Yep.
I will
Yeah, let's say you take a step back.
brush off my hands
Yep.
of the gross dust and ew.
Mhm.
And I will try and Eldritch Blast.
Yep. Please
Eldritch.
make an attack roll.
Gosh. 14.
Just hits. Please
Okay.
roll 1d10 and 1d6.
10.
10 force damage on the Eldritch Blast, and on the d6.
4.
40. Nice.
Ooh, lovely
Oh,
jubbly.
yeah.
Oh.
That's good damage.
That is very good.
So literally, I'm just stood there and I just kind of wipe off my hands.
Before you describe it,
Yeah,
Callistra,
yeah.
how do you want to do this?
Yay!
Oh my god. Okay.
You have good taste, sir. You have very good taste.
She like
Fair play
dusts
for the
off
viewers,
her
they are doing.
hands.
A little bit of Elden Ring.
She spits out the like chunk of the spider that she was just chewing on up there. She was just like chewing it. She spits it out. She goes, "You, sir, have left a foul taste in my mouth," and then conjures up this like crackling ball of like energy and just pushes with everything she can. And it just like all of its insides just start to sizzle out and it just falls to the floor. Blah.
Nice, lovely. First, how do you want to do this of the campaign?
And a banging soundtrack to go with it.
Thank you. I felt as though I needed something a bit more for how.
Yeah, Elden Ring's the final battle. Great choice. Great choice.
Cool. Right, with that.
Jesus.
With that, the spider is dead. And there is no immediate danger within the room. I will let you figure out what it is that you want to do in this room. I will clarify quickly because it's not entirely clear on the tabletop without being able to know where to look. There is a second door here. If you look, you can sort of see it.
Yeah.
It's just like hidden behind cobwebs and stuff. So I'm quickly gonna just take 2 minutes and disappear.
Okay, bye, Callum.
Discuss it out as a
Hey,
party
go
what it
off.
is you want to do.
Right.
Thank God he's gone. I mean, Jesus
What was on the
Christ.
table?
I'm going to look on that table
Yeah.
that I was originally going to do before I got rudely interrupted.
I'm gonna crawl down a bookcase.
I'm so confused, but it's so cool. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
It was brilliant.
I have
I
my theory, but I'm not saying anything.
Timberlake are we just like saying what we're gonna do, or are we sort of character-wise
Doing it.
moving around?
I
we
think
can't-
just saying sort of what we want to do.
Yeah, we can't really move
Well,
around
then
until he's
Timberlake's
back.
not gonna end up doing much.
I'm gonna ask, does anyone have a vial on their
A vial?
inventory?
Ooh.
Yeah, like a vial glass thing.
Oh, to get some of the liquid. Yeah. Good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Right, well,
Are we gonna be able to put it in a vial?
I don't
Well,
want,
we could try.
unfortunately. The
That
closest
would be
thing I've
quite
got-
clever, to be honest, because then you've got like
If we
an
had a
acid
vial. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
the-
you've got
the
an
close-
acid thing.
The
acid
closest thing
ball.
I've got
Yeah.
is a water skin.
I'm gonna look around the room because I
A
remember he
what?
mentioned before. Callum mentioned before when we came into the room that there was glass bottles and vials
Yeah.
good
in
idea.
the room. So I'm gonna
Perfect.
collect them up and then I'll just like sort of pass you
Yeah.
on.
Perfect. Thank
That's
you.
my plan.
And then I'm
is
gonna
collect.
and then
I'm gonna collect some
collect
glass bottles.
Yeah, I want to
The
have a little
venom.
read. I want to have a little read of those notes on the table.
Mm.
I want to see what's in
Let
there.
me know if you find any gnomish.
Right,
Hmm.
I am back.
Before
No,
we do
we
anything,
can't
can I
do
just, because
Oh,
Timberlake
for fuck's
doesn't
sake,
do
it's
much,
that.
can I just do his little character bit?
Go on.
Cool. Timberlake kind of just takes a moment, he breathes, and he goes off away from the party to just go and sit with himself.
Oh, bless the guy.
Cool. Introvert.
What a little baby. I sneak. No, I sneak. Emberly grabs her little hit flask and takes a swig out of it very, very discreetly and exhales before getting herself back into it.
I'm gonna walk up behind Emberly and
Scare the shit out of me. Ah!
and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on her.
Lovely. That'll be with a spell slot, so make sure you mark that off and then roll your dice for it.
And I'm
I
gonna give
want
you
to.
Flask and thank you. for a sip.
80.
Oh,
Fuck.
thank you.
Again, another 18.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
For clarity, she has 8 hit points at her maximum.
Yeah.
You've healed her
She
twice.
could have spent that on me.
Sheer out of
Yeah,
vote
but
kill.
I'm very much like a, if I get hit, guys, I get hit, bitch.
Calistri,
Callum, you said that there was vials and bottles.
Yes.
Firstly, I want to investigate them, but I also, if there's any empty, I would like to take them, please. And I'll give one to Emberly because I know she wanted to use one.
That's fine. So, given that you do not have a Arcana or Medicine proficiency, I'll say that even though you have your Alchemist supplies proficiency, I do not think the DC would be low enough that it's feasible for you to roll a number that gives you any valuable information.
That's fine.
So I will simply say this. There are collections of vials in and around the room, but due to possibly you're out of your depth when it comes to the knowledge involved in this level of alchemy, or simply it's been mutated and changed over time the same way that, realistically, milk that you bought today will look quite different in a year. Nice.
Lovely.
Exactly.
Can I just collect up any empty
I'll
vials
say
and bottles?
salvageable bottles that aren't covered in fungus or shattered to pieces. I'll say there's probably 3, so you can have 2 empty bottles and you can give one to Emberly.
Thank you very
Perfect.
much.
Done.
I'm going to take said bottle from Callie, thank her, and I want to go and collect a little bit of the acid which is on the floor. So, and then put it into the inventory, like the party one, so then we've got access to it.
Yeah,
Done.
A vial of acid is a completely tangible thing to have, and I will allow it.
Thank you.
In fact,
Thank you very much.
I don't know if it's an actual thing that you can already have, so I will have a quick little.
Well, I ain't paying for it if it's free.
Oh no, it's fair enough. There's acid the gear. When you take an attack action, you can replace one of your attacks with throwing a vial of acid. Target one creature or object you can see within 30 feet of yourself. The target must succeed on a dex saving throw, DC 8 plus your dex modifier and proficiency bonus, or take 2d6 acid damage. Yeah, so the party has now gained 1 acid.
I can't wait for us to forget about that for ages and then figure it out again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Would we like to add more acid to the party, or someone going to be stingy?
So acid triple.
I fear there's going to be more liquids. Maybe keep a few vials.
More liquids.
Well, I know that obviously Callistra grabbed the vials for her own purposes, I would assume, given the fact that she chose to do that. So if you want to use any of them on acid, feel free. If you want to keep them for personal use, keep them for personal use.
No, I'll just stash them away in my bag.
Personal use sounds so devious.
Yes, well, hey, Alchemist supplies proficiency. She has reasons. Who knows?
She loves the vials.
Exactly. She actually just
I
does
love
math.
the vials.
That's what it is. She is, well, it's just Breaking Bad, and none of you have realised.
That's why I climb up
The end of this.
bookcases and shit.
Yeah.
The end of
This
this
is my
journey.
own
You're gonna
private
beat her over it,
domicile. Bitch. Would anyone like to make any attempts to go through the other door?
Yes.
Can I just make a quick question?
Yeah, also got a quick question.
Obviously, Molly gave me 18. Was it 18 she gave me?
Yes.
So do I put in 18 even though it only goes up to 8?
Yeah, you put in 18 and then it caps out at 8.
Right.
Because obviously, like, it does the first 5 because you were on 3 out of 8, and then the 6th, 7th, 8th. Shut the fuck up. That's my own fault.
Fuck off.
It's my own
Shut
fault.
up.
It's my own fault. Oh dear. I've fallen for my own ploy.
I am heading to the toilet. I will be back. Don't do anything important.
Ooh.
Okay, so let's kill her character, guys.
Sorry.
They do
I
not.
will bite
like,
you.
It's.
Jesus
I
Christ.
think
Bit
the way
aggressive.
to view hit points in this sense is imagine it's a glass of water. Once the glass is full, it doesn't matter if you keep pouring water into it; it's still the same level of water inside the cup.
So if it doesn't like keep.
It doesn't carry over. I'm afraid there's no buffer.
What a fucking waste of 18 hit points. I mean, thank you, Molly. I really appreciate it, but I mean,
Well, only
You're so
13.
welcome.
Only 13 of them
Sorry.
went to waste,
yes.
which is more hit
Oh,
points
that's annoying.
than she has altogether.
Mhm.
So obviously Lyra said that she wanted to go to the door. Etrigan said he wanted to go to the door.
I'll go door.
Yeah, well, I assume you're all
I,
going to the door.
I wanted to have a look at the notes on the table.
Yes, you did. And the notes on this table, there is nothing left here that is recognizable. Ignore the fact that it is written in Gnomish, but even if Emberly was looking at it and she could read it in Gnomish, the paper has seen so much ruin from being within this acidic environment.
Okay. Before I go towards the next door, I'm gonna go over to the corpse of the giant acidic spider.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take out a little take out like a little dagger that I've got like behind my belt.
Yep.
I'm gonna take 2 of its fangs.
Lovely.
And I'm also gonna take 2 of its eyes. Because they
Nice.
come handy. Like.
Oh,
Yep, I have.
We took its acid.
As the DM, I have absolutely no idea what any of that will be in use, but you will find a way, and that scares me more.
I have an idea.
Yes. Feel free to
can I just make
put them in your
an
inventory.
assumption?
I will say, given the fact that its acid glands are from within and not on the daggers and not on the fangs themselves, I'm happy to allow you to use the 2 fangs as daggers, and they will simply just be daggers. But obviously, they are.
I might actually, in that case, I'll grab like a couple of the acid glands. Like I'll cut it up at like the bottom, and then like grab like a couple of the acid glands as well, like while it's still.
fucking hell, Jack.
I don't know if there's a safe way to do that. I'll be honest. Also, with the 6 intelligence, the lack of nature, medicine, proficiencies.
I mean, I can always roll for it. If you want me to roll for it, I'll happily roll for it.
Yeah, I'm going to say, make a nature check. If you roll, if the roll comes out to be 16 or higher, I'll say it's possible that you can do this without hurting yourself. That's a 2.
That's a 2.
That's a 2. I'm not gonna hurt you for trying, because I think the notion of what you're trying to do is really cool. I think you'll go to start to do it, and it's like trying to be an actual like brain surgeon with the qualifications of having played Operation previously.
Yeah.
Like you go in there with an idea in mind, but when it comes to execution, the vibes don't match, and I think you just start carving up the inside of it. But obviously, extracting eyes and extracting fangs, I think that's plausible and very achievable. Extracting acid glands from within a spider of this caliber that you've never really encountered before.
Yeah.
To a point where they are salvageable. Sadly that's not on the table anymore.
That's absolutely fine. It's on the other world.
You've not only killed it, you've absolutely butchered this spider.
Yeah,
Good.
this is at this point, if this spider was viewed as a holy symbol, this would be an act of war. If killing it already wasn't.
Like
Cool.
6, 7
Okay.
cycles.
Shut the fuck up. Anything else in this room at all? Obviously, you can't see the VTT anymore, but that's...
No.
Not to do with this room. But I didn't make. No, I can't. Anyway.
Right. So, door. Lyra and Emily are the people who headed to the door specifically. As far as I'm
we
aware.
did. About 6 seconds.
Nope. Why? We have to go to bed at some point. We have law to do.
I've just got so much work to do, guys.
With your passive perception, as you approach the door, you hear nothing, and that's not me saying that your passive perception is so low that there's nothing to recognise. It's that you have this calm sense that there is nothing beyond the door that needs to be worried about. So, do you simply open the door?
I tried the door.
Yeah. Well, you open the door. The door is unlocked. It opens fully. You could make the assumption the reason the spider hadn't done this is because it was too big to fit through the door.
Can I take a look at hesitant step inside?
Yep.
Can I? Oh, I was gonna suggest possibly. I think like throwing a fireball or something in it. Is it dark? The room. Like just to
well,
give ourselves an idea.
There's no immediate light source, but with Molly's free hand, because she basically doesn't actually hold a weapon at any point, or at least hasn't used a weapon thus far, she holds the torch, and with the torch, everything is fine and dandy.
Okay. Cool. So it's a safe room.
Yeah, there is absolutely no... I've just read the D&D chat, you're a cunt. Yes.
Play it safe, guys.
Yeah, so in here there is no immediate danger. I will resume the session.
I don't want to do this campaign anymore just because of Lily.
That makes sense.
That is so valid.
I want your hands.
Like I thought I'd clock out about the 6th or 7th session, but this is just unreal.
Nope.
I swear down.
This does not make it
God.
any better.
I swear down.
No.
I swear. I swear.
No.
Both in game,
Guys, I'm getting something goofy.
in real life, you will not have 10 digits on your hands. In fact, you won't have hands because they'll be off. So you can't do your stupid little thing anymore.
This isn't even
You
Mel
can't do
talking.
that.
This is entirely
You can't do
Etrigan.
that.
Etrigan hates those two numbers for backstory purposes.
Yeah, they're fucking stupid numbers.
Thanks, man.
I hate those numbers.
As you enter this room, you see a large desk with pieces of paper on it. You also see bookshelves and shelves that line the entire left-hand wall. And so, where is it that people intend to go searching first?
I would like to look at the desk.
Just Tim Blake goes straight to the table, yeah.
The table, cool.
Okay, spider.
I'll scan the bookshelves.
Yeah.
I think I'm having an allergic
I kind of make a bit of a comment like, so much for just killing some crabs.
You're a crab. 3 to 5. Big. Spider.
Cool. I'll assume, just for the sake of simplicity, I'll put Lyra in the corner.
Yeah.
And Emily down here. Cool. So.
My name's Iron. I'm sitting in the corner. Oh, stunning.
Oh shit. Oh great. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Don't worry.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this again.
None of these are mimics. Context,
Good.
I don't
in the
trust.
one shot I ran last month, she walked straight up to a chest sticker, and the chest sticker happened to be a mimic. None of these are mimics. This is my symbol that I will use for treasure. And by treasure, that can be anything from actual monetary value or important information. Just because I haven't actually got many stickers, and this is the one that makes the most sense. So, we will start off this way. Callistra. As you enter the room, your eyes immediately gravitate towards a faint flicker from the lantern of which Molly was holding. Something metallic sat on top of this shelf. And you simply approach the shelf and you see a very strange looking wand. It's gold. It's a golden long wand, and then it's got little like branches off it, all that have like a different coloured like sphere on the end of them. Like it looks like like an ornament that you'd put on like a really dodgy Christmas tree at best. It would be. Nope. Lyra, in the corner there, you find a mixture of old trinkets, rings, necklaces, just a collection of jewellery that amounts to approximately 35 gold pieces should you have chance to sell them. Emberly, at the very top of the desk there, you find a book. And inside that book is... It's strange. You have no idea what's particularly drew you to this very unassuming book, but as you open it, you realise that the book itself is hollow. And as you open it, you see pieces of paper purposely carved out to leave a crescent moon-shaped gap within the book. And in that crescent moon-shaped gap is a crescent moon-shaped stone that's covered in gems. Not in the decorative, like, bejazzled kind. It's heavy, thick stone, and it's just sort of like got faint, like, red, amber, green gems that sort of like make a nice little outline around its vertices and edges. Etrigan and Tim Blake. Across the desk, you see different pieces of paper that start to tell a story. The first piece of information you're able to gather is a letter. And this letter is in an envelope that hasn't been sealed. You can make the pretty good inference that it was to be sent. However, the chance to send it never arose. And the letter, it depicts a man hard at work. And it says, "To Lethchauntos, I am deeply sorry. You have trusted me with something so important to you, and I have let you down. I worked on it like you had asked, And I promise you, I tried my best. However, I have miscalculated, and I believe the consequences are dire. I hope this letter reaches you, if at all. And if not, may those above have mercy on whatever should happen to my soul. Yours, the Professor. Also on the desk is research notes. And I'll say, given your Arcana proficiency, Tim Blake, your eyes are drawn to this. And with it, you are able to decipher what it means. It's workings of a recipe of a potion, a creation that this individual has composed. And you see through this notebook, things are scribbled out, things, and like there's lots of different reworkings. Things about test subjects not reacting promptly, things about self-testing. Could you please make an Arcana check for me now? That's a natural one as well. It's like you have all the right pieces and like you got the correct formula, but you can't seem to arrive at the right destination. You understand everything that's going on with it, but you can't seem to figure out what it is that the so-called professor was trying to achieve here.
Can I stow it away in my giant book?
Yes, you can absolutely keep a hold of the notes. And Etrigan, we'll assume that the two of you had both collectively found the letter, and Tim Blake, you then turned to these research notes. It's Etrigan that you are drawn to what appears to be a diary. And it's the diary that reveals what caused all of this. Day 1. I've decided to track my progress. I felt as though, with the task I've been given, should I succeed, it would be helpful for those to know the journey I went on to achieve my potentially greatest ever creation. I have recently received a request from a famous mage asking me to help him with a potion. A simple spider repellent. Day 3. I've extracted the venom and I've worked with pheromones and I've tried everything that in my mind should work, but nothing seems to stick. I don't know what to do. Day 10. It's been a 10-day now since that letter arrived in my possession, and I feel as though I'm already running out of options. This was meant to be it. This was meant to be my breakthrough. This was meant to deliver me to greatness. But yet, I don't know how to work with these beasts. Day 13. I had almost given up. Working with these arachnids was not yielding any progress, and that's when I remembered what made me great. I don't make potions for creatures, for insects. I make potions for people. Why find a spider repellent that causes spiders to stay away from you by spraying them or dousing them when you can drink the potion and the spiders ignore you? Day 20. I've tried on test subjects, however, none have yielded any positive results, and some results have been catastrophic to say the least. I'm running out of resources or people that feel as though they trust my name enough to work with me. I'm left with no choices. A good creator must live and die by his own sword. Day 25. And it's then at this moment that you start to notice that the handwriting's changing slightly. It's weaker, it's more scribbled, more frantic. I can't remember the importance of the study anymore. I don't know what it is he sought to achieve by repelling the arachnid. The arachnid is superior. Why must one ask to repel those when those could rule over all? Right. Day 30. I am power. I am all. Yield before me. And then the next two pages are just incomprehensible scribbles.
There are like 8 different lines on it.
Just incomprehensible scribbles.
Does the diary have a name in it or initial?
You search through, but you don't find anything that seems as though it's important information.
No, like a name like this diary belongs to.
No, it was simply just a research diary, more so than a personal one.
As I'm kind of looking through this diary, and I read through all the day entries, like I'm sat there like, oh, like invested, and then as I keep going, and he keeps talking about like talking about stuff. My hands can start a little,
Mm-hmm.
just a little bit, but like, and then and then it starts getting incompetent a little bit, and I just kind of close it.
Fair enough. It's with that revelation. Well, I'll say this way. Do you think as though you two are at the desk, do you feel as though you would beckon the others over to reveal the information at hand? And for clarity, there is no, the only door in this room is the one that you came in. It appears that this is the end of your trail, and you have seen no other doors throughout this. So
I don't think I'd be quick to tell everyone else.
that's fine.
I showed the diary to Kimberly,
Mhm.
and then like I kind of like glance over what he's like the research and I can't really make sense of it.
Yeah.
But like as I kind of
Mhm.
talk with him
Mhm.
between the
Yeah.
letter, the note,
Mhm.
and the diary, can kind. I think we'd be able to kind of piece together how.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say, now that Tim Blake has been given access to the diary, the fact that he failed his Arcana check now, he now doesn't have to make a check and he has the information. With the context of the diary, the notes that you were unable to decipher the purpose of reveals essentially the ingredients to a brand new potion. A potion of acidic spider polymorph. What initially started as a potion set to repel spiders turns the drinker into a giant acidic spider.
Oh,
We killed the professor.
killed the professor.
Oh, this is Beauty and the Beast all over again.
Oh, when isn't it?
It's upon that penny drop that you hear a knock at the door. And the door starts to open. And in steps two humans. They approach slowly, and they sort of peer their head round the corner, so making sure that the coast is clear. You see a man and a woman. They make contact with you, and they basically freeze on the spot. What is it that you do? Given the fact that they knocked first, you were all aware of their presence, and you would have all turned to watch them slowly enter the room.
I'm gonna have my hand
Mm.
close to my hip
Mhm.
to have it like close to draw. I'm gonna kind of go stop.
It's then the man. The man immediately steps in front of the woman, and he has his hands up, so and he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I mean, no harm, no harm. Um, we're here about a job.
What job?
Um, well, funnily enough, we came about an extermination job, and the halfling man sent us down to the cellar about crabs, and then the crabs weren't there, and we assumed that maybe well, the guy about the job, and the woman goes, Elro, and he goes, yes, Elro, Elro sent us in. He said that you guys should be down in the cellar, and you weren't in the cellar, so we went through the hole, and then we followed, and then there was this weird trap on the floor, and there was like dead crabs everywhere, and there's a scorched crab, and the trap didn't do anything, and that was like kind of cool. We looked in one room, and there was a well, and there was nothing there. We looked in another room, and there was this weird little like mutilated corpse of a giant spider, and then we saw this door. This door was closed. We thought, okay, we'll knock on this door, and we knock on the door, and we walk in, and here we are. Hello. Can you put your sword away, please, if that's okay?
No, don't put us away.
Okay. Can I put my can I put my hands down, or like?
You
walk over to him
Mhm.
and put on my hand. Pardon our manners, we're
Mm.
also here about the job.
can I roll insight?
You absolutely can, and he'll keep one hand up, and he'll shake. Yeah. Um. Uh. A 3 plus 3 6. Um. I have to roll for them anyway. Cool. Mine wasn't that high anyway. You can't see any indication that he is lying in any way. However, yes, sorry, should elaborate that. I am Powell, and this is my good friend and colleague, Myrna.
I want to intimidate them. No. Hello, Dick. Lovely to meet you.
Yes.
Emily
Just gonna-
stands off to the corner watching them. She's a little bit unsure. I know she knows that there isn't really anything wrong with them, but she's still keeping her distance.
That's fine.
I want to make that one clear.
Yeah, I would say I'm literally just like stood like right by them now, just like smiling.
Yes.
I'm really sorry we kind of
Mhm.
did the job, and we're not looking to split the money anymore because obviously we did the job. So if you're here about the payment,
Oh,
it's kind of
he's like, no, no, you see, obviously, we, well, we're not from around here explicitly. Like, we're from around, like, here, but not, like, here.
oh, me too.
You know, let's start afresh. That's okay. Obviously, Powell, Myrna, we both work. Um, we both work for the Arcanum Index, the Waterdeep Arcanum Index. We're both we're junior researchers of the Waterdeep Arcanum Index. That's our official title. We don't have badges. Don't ask. Um, we we were in Neverwinter just for the day. We were sent to the House of Knowledge, which is an area in Protector's Enclave, just for you all. We were sent to the House of Knowledge to pick up some texts for the Waterdeep Arcanum Index, and as we were there and we were ready to leave, the librarian lady, she's like, "Oh, have you heard? There's something going down at in the Frontier District. Hmm? Heard, heard things aren't going well in the new restaurant." And we asked her to do tell, please tell us more. And then she was like, apparently things haven't been going well. There's a crab infestation, and we're like, oh, that's pretty strange. I had a friend once who had a crab infestation, but that's beside the point. Sorry. And she was like, then she mentioned that it was an old lighthouse, and we like that kind of got us going because obviously junior researchers, Arcanum Index, we like magic. Magic is like kind of like our little thing. We kind of like it. We think it's kind of cool. So we thought, oh, let's go over there, see if there's anything funky. And then obviously we've come down here, we've seen all this fucking shit, and we feel as though we're in the right place. Is that okay? Are we cool? Well, if anything, yes, anything. Um, both we were obviously junior researchers. We all due respect to the Arcanum Index. It's great. It's old, like magic, I guess. But this isn't our end game. We're only here because we kind of need like good. We're only here at the Arcanum Index because we need good references. Because we kind of want to go to magic school, but magic school's difficult to get into, and we're kind of hoping that if we do a good job at the Arcanum Index, that they can give us like a good reference, and then we can go on and actually become like full class majors. So we're kind of looking for anything at all that could possibly like get us good clout essentially with the guys in Waterdeep, and then they can like go, yes, these two are very good researchers. You can go to school now. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Tim Blake hears this and puts the papers he found in the book. Sneakily.
Cool, lovely.
You're in the wrong place.
Well, I don't know about you, Mr. Grouchy Man, but I've seen lots of my old magic stuff, and I'm here for magic, so I, I feel as though I'm kind of where I want to be, if that's allowed.
Stand with
Hmm.
my other hand then behind
Hmm.
him, um, and just like shift a little bit and pull the eyes at him, and I'm like, oh, Sugar Plum, all that was here was some crabs and that bastardly spider out there, but it's literally just a lighthouse.
There's nothing here for you.
Nothing of interest.
I would like you all three of you, to make deception checks for me.
Can I make a deception check?
You weren't explicitly talking, so I don't feel as though you need to make one.
12.
Don't like them.
18.
12, 18,
Me too, bitch. Me too.
7. Cool. Okay. 2 insights. Oh, so cool. Myrna, who's sort of still somewhat cowering behind, like, over Powell's shoulder, she notices nothing, but Powell gives all three of you a look, and it's nothing bad. He just sort of, right. I I understand. You guys must be on edge, because I assume that spider that's dead now wasn't very friendly. And believe me, I'm not here to be on the bad side of the people that I assume killed that thing. I'm we. We are just here to find out any information about what's gone on. And I don't mean to be like that guy, but we do work at a magical index. If there's any holes in anything, we might be able to help you out. Like, we're not here for gold. Like, we're not here for gold, for treasure. We're just here for information about what on earth this place is, just so we can go to school. Then make an insight check.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
I'm good. What's the guy's name?
He's Powell. She's Myrna. Yep. Make an insight check for us, Emily.
I am
Hmm. Yep.
and I would rub him by the scruff of his collar or whatever, like that's it, like his shirt is.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of say to him.
Mm.
You don't want to read what's in that book. The
Mm.
only books
Mhm.
this place. Because all that research that you're after, it turned him into that spider that is currently in the next room.
And
Research to get your academy.
so he's like sort of he's like looking up at you now, and he's like, two things, man. Number one, you're really intense. Number two, thank you. See, that's information. So it's like all I'm after. I believe me. If this guy has turned himself into a giant acidic spider, I I I personally don't want to be one of them. So I'm not gonna. I don't feel as though there's. I obviously, in all fairness, there probably are people out there who would happily like turn other people into giant acidic spiders, but like, as far as I'm aware, my Waterdeep Index, and at least Cool School, it's you've probably heard of it. It's called like Ravinica. It's like kind of a big deal. That's why I can't get in, straight away. See, it's cool, isn't it? It's cool, cool school. You see, um, like obviously, as far as I'm aware, anyone that I at least would give, at least hand the information over about how to turn oneself into a giant acidic spider would probably only use it to re-engineer it to possibly like make a cure for giant acidic spider disease.
Insight.
Yes, your insight was a 15. So that's going to say, as all that's going on, I'll say that's what the insight check was for. You can be confident that there is nothing deceptive about this individual.
Did I do an insight check just on him?
Well, that's what an insight check should be, yes.
Yeah. Oh.
An insight check is basically perception into one's self. So when you insight check him, you can basically because imagine it's like an internal lie detector.
Can I do another one on her?
She is not doing anything other than other than being scared. Feel free to see if she is actually scared.
Like, no, I just want to intimidate her now. Sort of be like, why are you really here? Just be like,
Given that okay,
he's doing a lot of talking.
yes. To speak to you as the DM, that's because yeah. No, not metagaming. The truthful reason why only one of them's talking is because only I can talk at once, and one of them that's a guy and one of them's a girl. I know which one I'd rather talk as. But you can absolutely make an insight check against the scared girl who is cowering behind the guy who appears to not be lying.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do it.
Absolutely.
So, upon hearing all of that, I'm going to slowly let him down.
Lovely. He's like, thank you. And
Got a little bit of stuff on his shoulders.
oh, thank you. Yeah. With the 17 that you rolled, she is in fact, as one would expect, a very scared individual who's gone into a dark place at the means of research, come across multiple dead creature corpses, is now in a room with whatever Mel is. Mel has just grabbed the person that's meant to keep her safe, at least, by the collar, and everyone has been very threatening, except for Callistra. So you're in the corner, not doing anything. Therefore, you're a bystander. Therefore, you're not helping.
Back though,
Mm.
and he gives one last look.
Mm. Mm.
He's just very off. He's off with everybody in the room,
I know.
but particularly with the new people.
Mm.
And then she also, I just want to clarify that she pocketed the book with the crescent cut out and the gem on the moon.
Yep.
Something like that.
That's fine. Well, I'll assume it's difficult to pocket a book. However, you can absolutely pocket the crescent moon.
Do I not have a bag on me? No, I don't have a bag on me, do I?
All I'll say is the book itself, all that it was, like there was literally like no information in it at all. It simply just was it was a hidden place for it.
I'm stealing the spoon.
Yep, cool.
I should find a spoon.
Can I?
Mm.
I'm gonna go a bit closer so that I'm like more towards the girl. And like, I see how passionate you are about this school and getting there. I mean, I'm passionate about something too. My passionate is about a person, you know. So I mean, I really hope that me and my love are gonna be reconnected, you know, one day, and it's gonna be soon. I believe, you know, and I know what it's like to have that kind of passion and love. So you're gonna get to the school you are one day, and we can try and help you if we can. And then she just stands there all like,
yeah, lovely. Side note, before you do that, the Discord sound capture at some point did give out and stop recording all of the sound from you guys.
Oh, joy.
So that's during all the roleplay, which is obviously great and ideal. So she then will.
I hope it wasn't during the 6/7s.
I
my
have
highlights.
no idea. That it could have been anywhere from before the slide, like from after the during the spider encounter.
But my 6/7s.
So let's hope that it wasn't very long.
Mm.
The ideas of being famous role players was fun while it lasted. All of my recording equipment. No. Anywho.
So Tim Blake.
Before you do that, because we did, Callistra did try and do something.
Yeah.
Myrna will turn to you, and she will sort of like her shoulders will sort of drop a little bit, and she'll just be a little bit more calm. Given everything about the audio file, I'll be honest, I completely forgotten what it was that you said. I do apologise, so I can't speak on specifics. But given your attitude towards her, she is calmer and she's less.
Yeah. I basically just said about how she seems so passionate about the school, and then I'm so passionate, and I have this love that I want to be reconnected with one day, and I know what that passion's like, and I know what that love is like, and she's got that love and this passion for the school, so I know that she's going to go there one day, and just like I'm going to be reconnected, she's going to go to the school, so we can help her with whatever we want to help her with. And then I just kind of stand there like this, like all like kind of excited.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. Yes, that's great.
It's okay.
Tim Blake.
Tim Blake is going to sort of scoot in front of Estrigan, without making sure not to touch him.
I genuinely thought you said estrogen for a second there.
Yes,
I'm like,
I'm going to scoot in front of Estrigan.
He did call you that before.
I did.
oh, okay.
Making sure not to touch him because he's sort of scared him.
Before you did come over, I did apologise for.
Yeah, but
I was
you're
like,
still scary.
sorry.
You're still scary, big man. And he's gonna sort of go to Paola and say, "Look, I was going to keep this to see, but come here," and he sort of takes him to the desk.
Yeah, and he will follow, like, with no resistance.
And he opens the giant book to the pages of the notes that he stashed away. And he's going to allow him to have a look at them.
Well, he has pretty much a similar reaction to what you and Etrigan both had. A surprise, then mixed in with shock, and then when that realization happens, he just glances back to the door that he came from, and sort of solemnly, he's... Wow, I understand why the tall one didn't feel comfortable having this be widely shared. It's
It was quite a shock to all of us, actually.
Well, it's intimate at best. This is the workings of a mortal's last comprehensive thoughts on this plane before the person they were died. However, I will say one thing. That I'm assuming that the letter is still is visible to Powell.
I think we left the letter on the desk.
Yeah,
I think we did. Yeah.
All of this is brand new to me, but there is one part of this that I feel as though I can lend a hand on. Should you wish for my at least knowledge?
Do tell.
I suppose, yes.
This professor and this spider repellent and all that's as alien to me as it is to you. However, this letter, the contents of which I do not fully understand the purpose of, the only thing I do grasp is to whom it's meant to be sent. Lethchauntos. This is a name that I recognise. I don't know the exact details specifically, but the legend, because this is going back 200-300 years, maybe? The legend is that Lethchauntos was a very powerful arcanist, and he was known for bringing destruction in his wake. The rumors and the legends vary. Some say that he was able to take down entire armadas with his arcane creations. Some aren't that dramatic, but they're still something. If this individual, this professor, may he rest, was working for him, it means, well, A, Lethchauntos is more than just legend. It means that he was here, not here in the library, maybe here in the library. I mean, sorry, where are we? It's a lighthouse thing. Here in this lighthouse, library's next door. But here in this area of the world, the rumours about him go across the entire continent of Faerun, and no one's really known much about him, but this is the first concrete piece of evidence that he exists. Assuming, of course, this is the same Lethchauntos, because I feel as though now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm getting carried away with myself of all the possibilities that this could mean. That maybe there's two, and maybe like this is a different one, but I feel as though that's like just as implausible as there being a real guy, so I really don't know what to go with here. Is there anything else that might be helpful that we think might at least give a clue as to what's going on?
Tim gives Etrigan a look.
Did I leave the diary on the table?
I think you had it, didn't you?
I thought you pocketed it. Oh,
I'm going to take the diary out of, like, my possession.
Yes, lovely. He goes, cool, and now as he reads it, he goes, right.
Perhaps this.
So, I feel as though it's not illogical to assume that given the letter was written to Lethchauntos about failure and dire consequences, and this diary is depicting the creation process of at least an intended arachnid repellent, that Lethchauntos asked for the arachnid repellent, and that's what turned him into the acidic spider, though it feels that Lethchauntos wouldn't have known that when he asked for it. But if he wants an arachnid repellent, and he's gone here, I'd assume that they've had interactions, therefore I'd assume it's definitely local, which means that whatever Lethchauntos wanted an arachnid repellent for would be in this area here. I feel as though it's important to be honest about some of the extent of the plausible rumours. Well, legend, rumours, it's just a thing about age, really, isn't it? Lethchauntos is famous for being a magic arcanist who dabbled in poisons. Potent ones at that. And the perceived canon of his legend was that he created a powerful book of poisons called the Nathlum. And he spent his whole life working on these poisons. And that's why, I guess, it's assumed that he was able to take out an entire army in one go, because if he was able to poison them and the poison was viral, then, you know, I guess that makes sense. But if he was in this area, there is very much chance that he's real, and therefore the Nathlum's real. And as a result from that, somewhere near here may be an ancient book of deadly poisons. Well, if I'm going to be honest with you, this information here, should I return it to the Arcanum Index, if I can find morsels of proof to back up at least the Nathlin claim rather than these, I think, quite logical jumps, might actually be enough for me to be able to go to school. Anyway, it's really dingy in here. I feel as though we'd be best served if we move upstairs at least.
You talked of a dangerous book of poisons, and the fact that this Lethchauntos fellow asked for a spider repellent, which did, well, what you now know, which was next door.
I mean, given the notes and stuff, it
Unless
feels as though
seriously wanted that to leave.
the fellow was quite upset that it worked like that. I feel as though the spider repellent that then turned him into an acidic spider really messed with his head. I do feel as though it doesn't seem plausible that maybe the spider repellent was going to be used in vain. But yeah, I mean, like, I mean, in all fairness, Mr. Tall Scary Man, you seem like you would be quite at home in a scary place like this. I'm just a researcher, a junior one at that. This place has lots of cobwebs. It's kind of freaking me out. Everything's kind of freaking me out. Upstairs, there's nice. They have tablecloths.
Yeah,
You
I agree
have
with
no idea.
Like,
But upstairs it is.
yeah, like, at least we can talk and the music won't be as ominous. It'll sound like a nice 1-hour tavern thing from YouTube.
You say this research could help one get into school?
Yes.
Quite potent
Well, I
research
would like
to get
to
into a
help
school.
you.
Oh, wait, did you say that you wanted to also... Hey, you trying to go to Ravenica as well?
It's on my journey, yes.
Hey, yo! Myrna! He's like us! Myrna sort of just, like, lets out a smile from behind, like, her... less scared now, but still moderately freaked out because scary place facade. Facade's not the right word for that.
Facade.
I can't think of the word.
Shall we take this to the tavern then?
Yes! Let's head upstairs. And you all head up. And that's just excuse to... Cool. It's now very much late at night. And you... The entire place is empty. It's beyond closing. And the 7 of you sit at the table, and Elro sort of, like, brings you drinks as you talk. And Powell starts to talk a bit more, and he's like, yes, so thank you for the information. Can I be cheeky, at least, if that's okay? And ask a favour? I know that we've not known each other a great deal, but, like, you've been open with me, and I feel as though, like, we've got a little thing going on here. This is important information, and I'd like to get it back to Waterdeep as quickly as possible. However, obviously, as I mentioned prior, we were only in Neverwinter to pick up stuff to bring back to Waterdeep, and it's a cart full of books, and that's not the quickest thing to travel with. So, if we give you the gold that... if we give you at least the wages we were going to get for this task, would you be okay following behind us as we sort of speed off to Waterdeep and you take the books that we were meant to take from Neverwinter to Waterdeep, and then you'll probably only end up like 2 days behind us and we meet up back in Waterdeep again? We can pay like half and half because I don't think I have the full stuff on me now. If that's okay, like, is that plausible? Is like this okay? Or am I overstepping? Has it been like too soon? Like, I'm trying to get a vibe here because, like, it's very different. Some of you are smiley and some of you are scary.
Good with doing that.
Does Tim Blake have the papers on him, or has Paola taken
them? Powell wouldn't have been able to take them, assuming you did not, like, you weren't willing to give them.
Yeah. Okay. No. So I still have them then. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, he will have like noted everything down. At least.
As long as you promise that we can both be part of this research?
Well, I mean, obviously, I couldn't do it without you. And to be honest, I don't. I mean, like, you can look at me. I'm not the most strong individual, and if anything, if this doesn't appear to be easy, like nothing ever is in this world, I could potentially do with some stronger individuals.
On our travels, do we happen to go through a forest?
Well, the road down to Waterdeep, it's mainly just the Risen Road all the way down. It with the Swords Coast and definitely these northern parts as you work your way down. It never passes through a forest, but it definitely parallel to multiple forests.
Excellent. I'm in.
I say, buy me a round of drinks, and I'll say yes.
I absolutely can. He then sort of like ushers to Elro. And he sort of like whispers in his ear, and Elro brings another round for you.
Thank you. Yes.
And then he then like he turns and waits for like from when you're not paying attention. He goes, "She just realised that because we worked here tonight, that obviously every drink that we have is free, right?"
Just let her be.
Okay.
Let me just have my
It's the
drink.
thought that counts.
Up and bam.
It's like I thought that, but like I just wasn't sure if like you weren't telling her for a reason, because obviously like I don't know the vibe entirely. Oh.
Let's just say I've had quite a few drinks, and I've been here for quite a while.
So whilst we're here, is there like anything at all that I feel as though I've got wrong, or I'm missing anything?
In what way?
Well, I don't know. I mean, information is why I'm here. I just like want to make sure that I have everything correct. This is an old. Well, it's a new restaurant, but it's built upon the foundation of an old abandoned library. And the old abandoned library was an apothecary, and the apothecary was owned by a fellow called the Professor, who was given a task by Lethchauntos, important. And then this task was spider repellent. The spider repellent, as the Professor tried to make it, turned him into a giant acidic spider. And that's where he's been for 200-300 years. Until you guys killed him today.
I
Well,
think
we really didn't
that's
stick
everything I know.
to that. Respect your elders.
Yeah.
So is that everything? If we got that, is that good?
I feel.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
In that case, you know, people to do and things to see. Me and Myrna, we're gonna head off now. I mean, we'll head off in the dark. It's nighttime. It's the Risen Road. What can go wrong? We're gonna scoot off now to try and get a good start. You'll notice outside is our cart. It's fine. It's got the books in it. It's got a shelter, so if it rains, it should be okay. Please deliver that to Waterdeep. It's to the Arcanum Index in Waterdeep. It's kind of like a big building, got like a sphere and like a observatory tower. You'll find it. Ask someone. Send Powell. Powell and Myrna sent for you, and we'll say when we get there that, oh yes, you sent us about books. We have got them. They're on their way. We've not got them. Our friends. We made some friends. Our friends have got them. They're bringing them here. We're here because we found out something cool. Here's the thing that we found out cool, and like I think that's how it's going to go down.
Excellent.
Yes.
And the money?
Yes.
Alrighty.
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah. Good.
So me and Myrna were going to get 50 gold pieces each for this week. So that means that we haven't got 100 to give out now. So here's, and he sort of like reaches into his pocket, and like she also reaches into hers and sort of put it onto the table and sort of like scatter it around. And goes, okay, we're going to keep this to make sure that the travel goes through, taxes and tolls and that. Here is a nice even, it gives you all 10 gold pieces.
Oh, thank you.
To go alongside the 20 gold pieces that you would have got from Elro for completing the job.
Ooh.
And those two head and they go, okay, yes, good night all, hope to see you soon. Safe travels. And those two sort of head out the door, and then you sort of like hear like the sound of like a horse like giddying up, and like this sort of like pattering as it heads off down the dirt path. Now it's just you five. This is arguably the first time that you have had chance to talk since you first sat down here, mere moments into meeting each other. Obviously, the dynamics have changed since then. What is it you would like to say to each other?
Well, that was interesting.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
I was gonna say, why the hell did you bite that spider? What possessed you?
Well, my hands were dirty. I just climbed up that bookcase, and I couldn't exactly conjure up some magical doohickey to throw at it, so I
So
just
you
thought,
used
why not
your-
use my resources?
So you
How
used
did
your
you climb the
teeth.
bookcase so quickly?
Well, what else was I supposed to do? If I kicked it, I would have fell.
I don't know. Stand up and get to the top of the bookcase and fire whatever
I was
that is
stood
that
up.
come out your hands.
My hands were dirty. It was dusty. I was stood up. I just couldn't conjure anything. I thought, let's be smart. Let's be thankful. Okay?
Okay.
Fair enough.
Impressive. I've got to give you that one. Stupid, but impressive.
I suppose we're on this next task together.
It appears so.
Yay, road
So we're
trip.
stuck with each other.
What was that,
Road trip.
Justinson?
Terrific.
I suppose we're stuck with each other.
Why does he sound like me?
I mean, but not really.
Oh.
But why not? But why not?
At least for the next journey, I guess.
Yeah. Indeed.
Does anyone know anywhere we can sort of go in water deep?
No, but I'm sure we'll learn.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of inns.
I'd like to flowers.
I will say, all of you have been on various different travels to get here. I think the only person who I believe has feasibly passed through Waterdeep. Actually, I think two of you will have. Wait. So I'm just trying to think of the Faerunian map. No, only one of you, and Amy, that is you. You didn't spend much specific time in there as you were on the move, but what you do know about Waterdeep is Waterdeep is one of the few areas in Faerun that is at least commonly known about that has a magic sort of like there's rules about magic within the walls of Waterdeep. It's restricted. There are tight magic laws about spellcasting. I don't need to go into the specifics of it tonight because I haven't. I'll be level with you. I haven't got them on hand, and it's a bit late to be doing research like that just to type it off. But you know, and I assume that you do relay I've been there recently. Well, recently-ish, and they're not exactly too keen on us old magic casters. I assume something like that.
Yes.
Great.
This Elro has offered to let you guys stay upstairs, and he sort of like put out like makeshift like beds for you all. He asked about details, and I'm going to assume that you just went by like character sex, and he's put like 2 rooms, one 2-bedded one for the men, one 3-bedded one for the women.
Sleepover.
So if at any point you wish to turn in, that is completely on the table.
Why would it be on the table? We've got beds.
Because it's a restaurant and you have to sleep on tables because they don't have beds. So is that all of the questions that you think you would direct and ask to each other? Any thank yous, anything in particular that you think your character would get off their chest? In this moment?
Lyra,
Yes.
I'm sorry for sort of shoving it in your face that you can't spellcast, but thank you for healing me. It was appreciated.
You're very welcome.
You can have some rum if you're into that.
I'm alright.
Not a whole flask, but just a sip. That's all I'm willing to offer.
Thank you.
I must say to him, like, that great X was spectacular. It was great.
No pun intended.
No. Not at all. Not at all, not at all.
So,
I think that's me.
Is that it for the day?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so, yeah.
So as you sit and you sort of coast off your drinks, and you all collectively, as one of you starts to yawn, and then it becomes infectious, and you all sort of give each other that genuine, like that little look of, yeah, I think it's time we head off.
Yeah.
You. Yes.
I was gonna say, when are we all heading off for the next adventure?
Wow.
Reconvene at what time?
Well, I assume it would have been the next morning, given the.
Yeah, I don't know. If people like to lie in, if people get up early.
Oh, when are they getting up? I understand. I thought it was about actual
What's the
travel
deal,
day.
guys?
I was like, Pal did his
What's the
best. He wanted
deal?
you to join him. He has
What,
books.
crab bellinis in the morning, guys? Sure, we do them at the restaurant. Sorry.
So Lily's playing another alcoholic.
Maybe.
She's like she came to me. She came to me yesterday whilst we played Minecraft the day before. She was like, "Can I be alcoholic?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely, if you want to.
Yeah.
Go on."
I'm a
flair.
subtle alcoholic.
So, I will assume that is it for your players for the day.
Yeah.
Characters
Yes.
today.
Yeah.
So as you all give that look to one another and you get up to head upstairs, you walk past Elro and you give him the little nod of approval, and he also gives you one. And it's then you notice something isn't right.
Oh, fucking
For fuck's sake!
As you look at him, it can only be described as he isn't what looks back. His eyes appear black, and ichor starts to basically seep out from his eyes, like he's crying black tarry tears. And
continue.
you get this cold, unescapable feeling of dread, all of you, in that immediate moment, and you watch as his halfling body leaves the ground as he begins to hover, and his head shoots up, and it turns to meet your focus, and it smiles an inhuman grin, and a voice that was nothing like the one that you knew him to speak says,
Oh, Scheisse.
"You all run from your past. You're not strong enough for what's to come. You, a collection of murderers, must learn to face what's inside if you wish to survive. Fate does not tolerate the weak." And in that moment, his head glances up, his arms crack and bend, all of them, bones protruding from the skin, and his body falls with a thud to the floor. Elro is dead. And with that, we will end tonight's session.
I'm gonna have nightmares.
Was zum Teufel?
Oh, thank God you paid us before.
Well, good.
Okay, that's good. That was good.
Fucking hell.
Hope you all enjoyed the first session of our campaign, guys.
Woo!
You all lived, even though
I
Mel
rate
tried
it
his
a
best to
6,
not
7
die.
out of 10. It was very good.
It was
I'm
really
quite
good.
scared.